Hello, it's me, mayohosko, and let me just do an audio check. Just do an audio check. Just do an audio check. Okay, that's all fine. So, I apologize for not doing a live stream at this time last night. I had a weird audio glitch with my computer. No, sorry, not with my computer, with the YouTube website. I did an independent microphone test, and that was working, but it was muted on YouTube for some reason. So I'm not sure how to explain that. But anyway, in the previous live stream, we left off on page 202, where we put this floor on, and now I just need to come around to the other side and start the time lapse. And it started. And what I'm going to do now, so that I can get everything in the time lapse into view, I'm actually going to take this down. I'm going to put it on the floor, and then I'm going to get the floor that we built in the previous live stream, which is this. It's the music store that's selling some musical instruments. So that is going to go there. And now, where it looks like on page 203, we're building, starting off with the floor. So what we need now is we need 2 like 10 4x6 plates, and then we need a 1x10 light bluish grey plate. I'm actually going to move this over here. And then, we want to move that out just a little bit. And then we want to put a light tan 1x6 plate. And then underneath that, we want to get a 2x14 light bluish grey plate. There we go. That's that. So now let's go to page 204. In the previous live stream, I just bumped the table. Let me do a microphone inspection. Yep, still connected. And we're just approaching 3 minutes in. So what we need now is we need 2 light tan, light bluish grey, 1x6 plates. How's that supposed to go down? Oh yeah, I need to get another plate first. Yeah, so what was I going to say? In the previous stream, we officially passed page 200, and I did a little inspection about how many pages there are of steps in the instructions, and there's 298. So that means that we've officially gone past the 2/3 way mark in building Lego set 10255, the assembly square modular. So we're 2/3 of the way done and counting as we flick over all of these pages. And the past 2 live streams have been very entertaining. I've enjoyed doing them because not only have we had Captain Matt, who is the main moderator on these live streams, pop in, but we've also had an unexpected but welcomed, now I'm going to call him a regular viewer in Fun Time. His name is Mike, and he's from California. And I always love seeing my international viewers, particularly those from the US and the Philippines. I think the reason I have so many Filipino viewers is because the Philippines really likes basketball, and that's why I'm pretty sure my views from the Philippines is attributed to my highest viewed video, which is the NBA impression that I keep talking about, which is by far the most popular video on my channel. I mean, the next closest is a little over 500, so by comparison, it does not compare. Now we need to turn this over, and we need to get some more plates. And I think this is a similar build in the floor pattern to what we built on the previous stream for the bottom of this. I'm pretty sure we're just repeating this same build all over again for the floor above. Okay, what do we need? Yeah, I'm seeing the same plate elements. So I'm thinking this is exactly the same thing we built on the last live stream. And the reason why I really liked those streams was because I had someone to be engaged with. It gave me ideas to talk about for small talk. Because while I'm doing these live streams, I like to brainstorm different things I can talk about, whether it's teasing videos to come. Actually, I might have used a wrong element. I was supposed to use a 1x10. I used a 1x8. I'm going to need to use the brick separator. So those who have been following at home, be sure to take a shot of water right now. Because for those who don't know, every time I have to use the brick separator, I encourage people to take a shot of water, kind of like a drinking game. But I don't want to promote drinking alcohol on the mayohosko channel because I choose not to drink. Okay, now I need some 1x2 light bluish grey plates, and then some 1x4s. Yeah, so having Captain Matt and Funtime sparked some interesting conversations, really made me enjoy the streams, because some of the streams I felt a bit lackluster because I've been stumbling over my words trying to think about what to say, what to talk about, and by default I go to some of the projects that I've been working on for the mayohosko channel. And something that a new piece of information that I can tease for all of you viewers at home is that I got some fan mail that was dumped on my door, on my front door. So there'll be a video about that piece of fan mail coming soon. I just heard a weird buzz. A weird buzzing sound. Not sure what that was. So I'll be doing my first fan mail haul video. And I'll have to do a follow-up as well, because there's a certain part of that fan mail that I think requires another video in itself. So I'll be able to make 2 videos out of that fan mail. Yeah. We're definitely using the exact same pieces for the 1x2 modified plates with the straight tooth edge in dark tan and the dark tan 1x2 tiles. So pretty much if you go back and watch the previous live build, which was build number 12 of the assembly square modular, where I talked about the pieces I was putting on, you'll know exactly what pieces I'm putting on right now, because it's identical. Yeah. And so it was super nice building that relationship that between commenter and video creator with Mike from Funtime. And he said that he'll be interested in seeing more videos to come. He commented on the last live stream that he now turned the bell icon on. So if you want to get updated of every new video that comes out on the mayohosko channel, you want to get notified of everything I upload, be sure to click that bell icon so that you don't miss out. And in the last live stream, Mike from Funtime asked what are the ways that you can support the mayohosko YouTube channel, and I listed off the list of 6 things that you can do to support the mayohosko channel. So if you go back and watch the previous live stream, which I do my live streams in a way that can be listened to on the replay as a podcast, because I respect that people have their own schedules, because everyone has their own life, and I don't want to interfere with people's schedules. I want to let people live their own lives. So I'm not going to demand that all 137 subscribers pop up in this live stream right now. I know that's not reasonable, and I don't expect that, because I know I've got viewers from all around the world, whether they're in my home country of Australia, whether they're in the Philippines or the US, which I've talked about. And I know that I've seen people from European countries and Asian countries on as per the YouTube studio analytics. So I know that I have a bunch of viewers in a bunch of different time zones. Now going over to page 208. So I know that not everyone can get in on at the same time. And hopefully I can finish this live stream series before I go back to university. Because I've been doing live streams every weekday since I bought the Assembly Square, which I got on a 20 off sale, which is why I jumped at the opportunity during end of financial year to get this set. I've done these live streams on weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. And so, as I'll continue to say, if you want to get in on some of these live streams, you can put 4 to 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time into your time zone converter so that you can figure out what time these live streams will come on in your respective time zone. And on the odd occasion when I've been able to, and when there's been no glitches in the YouTube system or with my microphone, because I've had a lot of audio issues with my external microphone, so I apologize about all of that stuff. I try to do live streams on weeknights from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time. So yeah, and doing those extra live streams in the late hours of the day, I think has helped me quicken the pace of building this modular, because I want to say I want to say that just under half of the live streams in this live build series have been those 1 hour build sessions from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Australian Central Standard Time. And so multiply that by X number of 1 hour live streams I've been doing. That's made the pace of building this go much quicker. And I have refused to not build or not keep on building this modular not in a live stream, because I want to show the whole process of building the assembly square modular in these live streams, because I like to document it, and it's more content that I can provide for all of you faithful viewers out there, whether you're just a casual viewer, whether you're subscribed to the mayohosko channel, whether you're whether you're a regular viewer where you like and comment on every video that you watch, whether you're in the mayohosko fan club, whether you follow me on my social media, that is my Facebook, my Twitter, moving on to page 210, and my Instagram, as well as those who have invested in the mayohosko community and the mayohosko channel by supporting me on Patreon. I just want to thank all of you guys who have enabled me to keep on pumping out these videos and these live streams, because I wouldn't be doing this if people weren't watching the videos. So, as I've said previously, I always like to take the chance during these live streams, particularly, to express my gratitude for all of those who have enabled me to do all these videos and put me in a position where I'm doing this live stream in the first place right now. So now we need a white 1x3 plate. A white 1x3 plate. Okay, so that is that plate layer done. Now we need to do another, actually, beforehand, we need 2 1x2 sand blue bricks, and need a bunch more 1x6 sand blue bricks. And I said it last live stream, but I think the sand blue in this section and the floor below is supposed to be based on the Pet Shop modular, which came out in 2011. My favorite parts are the photographer's studio and the florist with the sand green walls are clearly based on the greengrocer modular that came out in 2008, which in my rankings, I think I've said this before in a previous live stream, is my third favorite modular. My favorite modular is the Parisian restaurant, and my second favorite modular is the detective's office. And coincidentally, those were the first modulars I ever bought. And I think given the small amount of space that those structures are, per the amount of detail that they have, I think they have the best ratio between size to detail, which is why I love those modulars. Like the roof of the Parisian restaurant has those really awesome white croissants and white clamshells. And the builds for the windows is 2 white fender pieces, vehicle fender pieces, in an upside down build, connected via studs on the side building techniques. And when I first saw the Brick Show's review of that set, yes, I first saw that set on a Brick Show video, and for the people who know about Brick Show would know that their YouTube channel got taken down because they were making Lego news videos and they were using images that had the watermark on them. And that kind of bureaucracy is why I don't do news videos, because I don't care about the news. I only care about the news if it's a confirmed release and I can consider if I want to buy it. I don't care about the rumors because I just assume that the rumors are just ideas that are still yet to be passed through the meeting of the minds at the Lego group to decide, do we want to turn this concept of a set into an actual set, or are we just going to officially release this rumor just to put people on their heels to try and build fake hype? I don't like getting involved in that crap. So I try to stay away from it, and that's why I don't do news videos. I only care about a set being released if it's an official press release and if it's a set that I like, so that I can plan to save X amount of dollars so I can plan ahead when I can go out and buy the set. If it's a set that I want to get on day one, which hardly ever happens, because A, I'm a savvy shopper and I don't want to pay full price, and B, there aren't a lot of sets that I'm excited for anymore, because I made the decision for the style of building that I like to build with Lego, and to keep my wallet more happy, that I was going to go in a direction of vintage Lego. And that's the direction I've gone with my YouTube channel. And I like the direction I've gone down because I'm way more passionate about vintage Lego than I am with modern Lego, because it brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. And I think if I hadn't had inherited some of my older brother's sets, like the Allied Avenger from Blacktron or the ISAT 5 from Ice Planet, I wouldn't have the appreciation for vintage Lego that I have now. And if I had never had seen those Lego Town tours by on the channel Matt Simmons, presented by his son Tyler, that wouldn't have motivated me. Well, I wouldn't have been motivated to build a vintage style Lego city. Let's move on to page 214. And if I hadn't had cultivated such an online friendship with Brickzar, then I would have even less appreciation for the history of vintage Lego, because Brickzar is a very informative YouTube channel, and he's done a lot of videos about a lot of vintage stuff that not many people have made videos about. And I'm missing a reddish brown 2x4 plate. Where is it? It's got to be hiding under somewhere. There it is. It was hiding. Okay, how does this get connected? So, yeah, it's connected the same way everything else is. We've got to get a reddish brown 2x2 slope to connect it to the ledge of the stairs. And I have a story to tell about the reddish brown, one of my copies of a reddish brown stair piece that will be featured in an upcoming video about some Lego castle mocks that I have been building. So now we need to place this window, this mirrored window insert. And to my surprise, it actually came in a Ziploc bagging for extra protection. So I'll try not to get any smudge marks on it, but it slots in between some of the modified 1x1 plates with the dual studs on the sides that are opposite each other with the open studs. What now? So now we need to put some light bluish grey modified, where are they? 1x2 plates with the, what is it? The straight tooth edge. And how does that connect? How does that connect? Okay, I think there's supposed to be a piece underneath, but I can't see it. Oh yeah, okay. There's supposed to be a 1x6 plate underneath. Just got to slot that in. There we go. Now we can put the mirror in. Be sure to limit my finger smudges on the mirror window insert. Now we can put some of those modified plates. And the straight tooth edge has a little slot underneath that can hold in the window insert. And I need another one. Where is it? Where is it? Why can't I see it? Where was it? Why can't I see it? It's camouflaging. Come on, it must be hiding in plain sight somewhere. No, that's not it. Where is it? I'm not seeing this piece. There it is. It was hiding in plain sight. Okay, now we can put a plate layer on top. So we need 2 sand blue 1x4 plates, and that interlocks those modified plates. And we need 2 more of those 1x4 sand blue plates to interlock the reddish brown plate that connects to the stairs. Okay, there we go. And then we need to get some more of those black 1x4x3 windows and the trans clear window inserts, just like the last build. We need 2 of them for each level. Come on, fit, slot in there. Ooh. Now let's go to page 216. Oh, this looks interesting. Now we're building a piano. Oh, radio. So we need some of these modified 2x2 plates that have well, just these pieces. They've got the 1x2 studs on the side, and they're technically a modified 2x2 plate that has a 1x2 plate on top of it, but it's all one piece. I'm not sure what to call that studs on the side style piece. So if any of you guys do know the name, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And if I do you make any mistakes about the build or the names of any of these pieces that I think are interesting? Most of the times I bring a piece up to the camera is either because it's a piece that's of interest to me, or I don't know the name. So I welcome people telling me exactly what the piece name is, so that I can learn and I can become a better Lego person because of it. Because I'm by no means an expert in the names of the pieces, but I know more about the names of the pieces than a lot of other Lego people on YouTube do. Okay, now we need 4 of the white 1x2 grills for the keys of the piano. Am I wrong in saying that there's actually printed 1x2 tiles that have the piano keys printed on them? If they do have that in their parts inventory, I don't know why they don't use them, because I think it's about time, if they don't already have that style of piece in their parts inventory, that they get it into their parts inventory. Because now that it's 2021, I think just using the white 1x2 grills looks a little bit primitive, if you ask me, and just a little bit too simple compared to the amount of amazing build techniques that they've been able to use in their creator expert sets or their direct-to-consumer sets or the UCS Star Wars sets, just to name a few things. I've pointed out the interesting build techniques that they've done, that they've used in the building of this assembly square modular. And I like to give credit where credit is due for interesting and unique building techniques, because that just shows how far the designs of sets have come over the years and how much better the craft of the Lego designers have come, how much better their craft as set designers are. Because there's so many new pieces that come out every single year just to accomplish a certain build technique, and then those pieces end up being used for other interesting build techniques, and Lego comes out with a piece that's so useful that they sprinkle them around in every set, because Lego themselves realizes how useful some of the new molds for pieces they come out with are. Like people remember when they first came out with all of those interesting curved slope elements for the original run of Speed Champions that came out in 2014, and then they came out with a lot of new pieces that were really interesting build techniques for the time. Over time, those build techniques have become the standard, and to make for the designers of the Speed Champion sets to make their designs look more like replicas of the prototype car. They come out with even more pieces to further increase the accuracy. Now moving on to page 218. And that's why particularly the design of Speed Champion sets just gets better and better every year, because they come out with new molds for pieces specifically for accomplishing a design shape of one of their Speed Champions cars, and they end up using that same technique for multiple cars, and it just makes the sets the replicas look more like replicas and more accurate. And then the techniques that they've used for their Speed Champions cars, they then apply to other vehicles in other things to make them look more detailed and make the builds of those vehicles be more complex and more detail oriented in general. And that can be a good thing and a bad thing, because there's two different types of Lego collectors. There are those people who want the high details and who want their sets to look like models, and there are other people like me who enjoy the simplicity of just basic bricks combined with a couple specialized pieces. And I'm one of the people in the latter. I prefer the simplicity, but the way I like to challenge myself, and we have just gone past 36 minutes. The way I like to challenge myself is I like to use some of the modern specialized pieces to mixed in with a lot of basic bricks, and challenge myself as a mock builder. How can I use a combination of these modern specialized pieces to make them look like they could be a vintage set with the vintage aesthetic and the vintage architecture of Lego structures and vehicles? How can I make a bunch of modern specialized pieces look vintage? And that's what I've been able to do with a bunch of my mocks that I have made videos about, or I haven't made videos about yet. Like, I still need to film videos about some of the space mocks that I made a long time ago. Hopefully I can film all of those videos tomorrow, and hopefully I can do a little bit more of Operation Sort tomorrow as well. So I can in those mocks, I'm speaking about those mocks because I have tried to use a lot of modern specialized pieces to look like a vintage aesthetic, to look like a vintage design. And so, I think with space mocks, that's where you can really make that effect come to life. And that's why, as much as I love building city mocks, I think that the creativity of my mock building style comes out the best when I'm building space mocks. So now that we've done the piano, actually, I'll bring the piano up to the camera, and I'll bring that up to the time lapse as well. I really like this build for the piano. It's a build that I haven't seen in a set yet. Snap back on. Okay, there we go. Actually, I think I'm going to put this floor on top of the other one, just so it can take up less horizontal space on the y-axis. Okay. Now we need to build the chair for the piano. And hang on a minute, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now we need to build the chair for the piano. So we need a dark bluish grey 2x2 round plate. Need a stand up to put this down. And then we need a black 1x2 plate. And then 2 black quarter round tiles. Tough to get those wedged in there. with my fat fingers, with my fat A-fold sized fingers. Actually, we need to put some of these metallic silver 1x1 round plates on the bottom to get the chair raised up and to give it some legs. Snap on there. Come on, snap on there. Okay, there we go. So that's the chair. Now we need to continue on with the column for that are these 1x1 white modified bricks with the 1x1 studs on the side, and the stacks of two white 1x1 square plates in between, and that's on both sides of the build. Because to cap off those columns, we need some white plate. We need some white tiles. Okay, where's another one of those snot bricks? Where is it? There we go. And yeah, now we need to repeat that build for the other side. Okay, and we've just ticked past 41 minutes. So I'm going to continue the building till 11:55 p.m. and then I'll say my goodbyes and give all of my plugs for my social media that I do in all of my videos. Okay, now I need to get those plates. Ooh. These square plates sometimes are a bit hard to snap on because of the amount of clutch power in those anti-studs. Okay, now those are done. So now we can get one of these really interesting corner doorway pieces. And once again, as I've said with all of my live streams, I apologize for not only the audio quality, but also the visual quality, because as I've been drilling home every live stream, because I am not monetized, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and I don't have 4,000 channel watch time hours, I am not eligible to do live streams on a mobile device. And we have our first like in the live stream. So thank you for the anonymous person who liked the video. If you were the one who liked the video, please let yourself be known. Oh, it was Captain Matt, of course. He says, "Hi, Mayo, I'm here." Well, thank you for popping up in here. I'll probably be going on for another 18 minutes or so. So thank you for popping up in here. Okay, so there's the doorway. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so because of that, I'm not eligible to do live streams on a mobile device, so I'm forced to do live streams on my computer, and that means that I'm only able to film in 720p rather than 1080p. Captain Matt says, "How are you going, Mayo? Want to show everyone my fan mail?" Yeah, well, I have filmed the video about that fan mail, and now I just need to edit that video together. And I'll probably do a second part of that. I'll probably do a second part of that fan mail because I think part of the fan mail that Captain Matt sent me deserves its own video, a haul style video, and I'll have to do that the next time I get out my white bed sheet to put over my dining table. So yeah, so if you want to help me improve the audio quality, the visual quality of my live stream, so that I can be eligible to film my live streams on the iPhone 13 that I'm going to be buying when it comes out in October of 2021. Let's go to page 222. Be sure to subscribe to mayohosko so that we can get up to 1,000 subscribers and continue to watch all of my videos. I have multiple playlists for the different genres of the different types of videos that I produce for the mayohosko channel. I've divided my videos into playlists so that people who only like to watch a certain niche or genre of my videos can watch videos from that respective playlist. And it helps with the watch time hours if people go into some of my playlists and watch a string of mayohosko videos in a row, because I think less than 0.5% of my total views are from playlists. So I'd love it if everyone in the mayohosko community could at least get that number around 20%, because that means that people are actually binging mayohosko, and that all adds up to the increasing my watch time hours, which I think I'm on a tick over 100 watch time hours in the last 12 months. It's easier to retain views from those who are already subscribed than trying to attract new people to the mayohosko channel. So that's why it'd be more efficient for growing my watch time hours if the percentage of my views who are coming from people who are subscribed to the mayohosko channel, the 137 of you wonderful subscribers out there, if we can get 50% of my views coming from those who are subscribed to me, that'll help out the watch time hours. So now we've built this assembly for the windows, and we need to repeat this build 2 more times. Captain Matt says, I also enjoy how these can be listened to as a podcast. Yes, and I touched on that earlier because I like to film these live streams in a way that can be listened to as a podcast, because podcasts are more popular than ever. So many people are creating their own podcasts to talk about things that they want to talk about. I have my podcasts for things about Lego that I like to talk about, which is my podcast is Mayo's Random Vintage Lego. So if you're a big fan of vintage Lego like me, you can tune in to those podcast episodes. I release them every Monday. Oh, Captain Matt says, how do you feel about your channel's growth, Mayo? Well, I am ecstatic. And I couldn't be more happier. I have gained 7 subscribers in the last 28 days, which I'm thinking that's my biggest subscriber growth in a 28-day period, according to the YouTube analytics from YouTube Studio. So the last 28 days have been a blessing for me, and that's really motivated me to do these live streams in the first place, and to do all of the mocks that I've been building in the mayohosko Winter Bonanza, and all the other types of content that I've been either preparing, filming, editing, and uploading throughout the month of July 2021. So it has been probably the best time of my life on the mayohosko channel. And what I was talking about earlier is if you're interested in vintage Lego, feel free to check out my podcast, Mayo's Random Vintage Lego, that comes out every Monday. And to catch up on some of the older podcast episodes, you can go to my dedicated playlist that has every mayohosko podcast and every mayohosko live stream. So there's a dedicated playlist for those, so that you can go and not only listen to the podcasts on the replay if you're driving to and from work, if you're doing chores around the house, if you're doing housework around the house, if you're mowing your lawns. I know people listen to podcasts when they mow their lawns. Whether you're doing homework or whether you're doing office work from home, if you're in lockdown right now because of the Chima virus, as I like to call it, then this is the perfect time to strap on your headphones and listen to a podcast. And I knew that during the Chima virus, a lot of people will be at home more often. And so that's why I knew that it was the perfect time when I created Mayo's Random Vintage Lego, that it was the perfect time to finally create a podcast episode. And I was able to figure out the kinks with the audio and create a structure of things I wanted to talk about. And so I just kept on rolling from there. And because more people are listening to podcasts more than ever, and because of the situation across the whole world right now, I knew that my live streams would be more popular if I could structure them in a way that could be listened to on the replay as a podcast. That, and as I've said repeatedly, I understand that not everyone can make it to these live streams, because I have an audience all around the world in a lot of different time zones. I've had people from the Philippines, from the US, my home country, Australia. I've seen people from Europe, and I've seen people from Asia. So I know that I've got viewers all around the world. Whoa. That was a notification for Windows 11. Windows 11 is coming. So you heard it here first on the mayohosko channel. Windows 11 is coming soon. Yeah. So that's the decision I made that's why I made my decision to structure my live streams as a podcast episode. And I think it's worked out really well for me. And from doing all of these live stream episodes particularly, that's contributed to the watch time hour and the growth of the watch time hours on mayohosko. Captain Matt says Windows 11 sponsors. Haha, yeah. One day I'll upgrade to Windows 11 when it eventually comes out. And over the past year, I've been to hell and back with Windows updates because my Windows license actually expired. So, quick little story: I had to go back to my old high school because to get a new Windows license, because the information technology officer at my old high school is more knowledgeable about IT than anyone at my university. Captain Matt says, I hope this live goes for another 30 minutes. Well, unfortunately, it's going to be ending in 6 minutes. So I'm sorry about that, but you can always go back and listen to the live stream by going to my uploads list on my homepage, or by searching in the Mayo's live stream and podcast playlist. Okay, so that's the third build of these windows, and that was page 223, and I think we'll leave off from here. And I want to say if we got through half of the pieces for bag number 5 in the previous live stream, then I think we've now gone through about 60 to 70% of the pieces for bag number 5 in this live stream now. So that is for me. That's it for me. It just ticked past 55 minutes. We're going to leave. We're going to on tomorrow's live stream from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time. We're going to start at page 224 out of 298 pages. And let me just take a water break because I have been talking for a long time now, so I'm going to quench my thirst. Hashtag always be hydrated. So, thank you for watching this live stream. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. To be notified of every mayohosko upload, be sure to click that bell icon so that you don't miss out. And if you want to see exclusive behind-the-scenes content, if you want to get early access to my uploads before I release them on YouTube, if you want to get the right to vote on some mayohosko polls, the right to get some administrative control over some stuff that goes on around here, and if you want to see the production value of this channel grow, as well as hopefully in the future be in the chance to enter some mayohosko giveaways, as well as a bunch of other perks, exclusive perks, feel free to support me on Patreon. Besides getting in touch with me in the comments down below, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links to my social media, my Patreon, and the mayohosko fan club, as well as my Patreon supporters' YouTube channels like Captain Matt and Venomous Typin. Captain Matt, of who is a moderator and is in the live stream right now. You can find links to their channels in the description of every mayohosko video. So thank you for watching this live stream. I will see you in another live stream at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Australian Central Standard Time tomorrow. I will see you in that live stream, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. You guys have been awesome. End stream.